What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Mass Effect 3. Now, honestly, there's there's a lot of missions that seem a little confusing here. Apparently, we were trying to do it was the Eclipse quest, and apparently there's somebody that we need to talk to. But I feel like a lot of this stuff requires me to look things up, because I just don't really know where we're supposed to go for this. So, this might be a slower, I don't want to say boring, I hope it's not too boring, but this might be a slower episode where we're kind of looking things up. We've already found out that the Belial quest, where we're supposed to find out what happened to his son. Yeah. We gotta go to Benning for this quest. So let's figure out who we need to talk to for the Eclipse quest. Speak to Arya at Purgatory. After retrieving the Primarch. Talk to Commander Bailey. Head down to the Commons. Afterwards, you speak to Bailey on the screen. You can either pressure Bailey to secure her release, or you can track down the Solarian, Jonah's second in command, who leads. If you decide to release, the mission ends with her resuming command. If you decide that she's a menace, in the holding area level of the Citadel. Where's this elevator?
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please, one moment, please.
We need to go into the holding area.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24.
What is this?
Emergency.
Bow. Olun's doing some heavy lobbying for the Hanar to support the war effort.
So he's clearly not indoctrinated. Who's opposing him?
An unnamed Hanar recently posted here from Kaige.
I'll check transit records.
It all comes down to the war, and you trying to pull everyone into it.
Would you rather the Reapers win?
No. And I owe you for getting Keiji's grey box back from Hawk. But I can't do another collector base, Shep. The Reapers aren't people. I can't infiltrate a Reaper party and steal a big I win bomb.
Okay, that's fair. I believe it's this guy. No? Have we been in here yet?
You can't turn people away.
Yes, we can. Tell your friends to move their ship out of the docking bay.
Wait, please. My family's on board. Just let them land. I'll pay.
This isn't about money. The wards are already at capacity for refugees. There's just no room.
You let Asari in here earlier.
That's back when we had space.
Where is my family supposed to go?
I don't know, all right. But they can't land here.
You can't turn people away.
Yes, we can. Tell your friends to...
Sure you can't squeeze in a few more people, officer?
And who the heck are you? Oh, Commander Shepard. If that's what you think, I'll find them some room.
So my family can dock?
Commander Shepard says your family's cleared. Just tell them to hurry.
Thank you, Commander. Thank you so much.
I hope that was the right choice.
Excuse me, what was your name again?
Dakar.
Christophe Vasseur. Good to meet you. How long have you been here?
I don't know. I'm not in the...
I don't know how long it was since I escaped Lyon. Do you know Lyon?
No.
Okay.
Maintain my brothers and sisters. We have faced adversity and overcome. This is but a test. Remember the pillars of strength that hold our people high. Show the galaxy our resolve. I know that your faith is weak. Our government has fallen, but if you hold the pillars of strength in your hearts, please, just don't give up.
Okay. A harpoon gun. The Terminus armor's back. Cool. Increase melee damage. It's getting messy out here, man. It's getting messy. Okay. Make sure we check all our corners. We had some type of quest marker.
Let's check on those Metagel supplies. Yes.
Who's
Have
this?
we heard anything from the hospital? The surgeons there are all busy. Keep on it. Some of these wounded don't have much time. Shepard.
What's happening?
We convinced the Council to accept our wounded. Nowhere else to go.
How bad is it?
More dead than injured. 85% killed in action. We'll need a morgue soon. Not a lot of flesh wounds when you're fighting Reapers.
Casualties are that high?
Our frontline units are being wiped out, whole platoons at a time. A single Reaper can destroy 9 or 10 of them in one attack.
That's not war, it's slaughter.
They're called Reapers for a reason. And these guys found out why.
Do what you can for them.
A few of them might get back on their feet, but the rest... Sympathy is about all we can offer.
Any sign of your family?
Not yet, but I keep hoping. What about you? I'm starting to see some wear and tear.
I won't lie. It's been rough.
Well, don't forget to come up for air. There's a lot more war to go.
Wow. Sales clerk.
You have a copy of a Shepard VI?
Oh yeah, the one based on that war hero? We locked it after some kid spilled soda over the hardware. I'll unlock it, but we've only got the demo version working.
Okay.
Good to meet you. I'm Commander Shepard, Alliance Navy. Extranet says you're Alliance military. Take care of yourself out there, officer. There's nothing this galaxy can't beat if we all work together. Except the Reapers. Ever see the size of one of those things? My personality matrix can predict what the real Commander Shepard would say with 7% accuracy.
7%?
I come pre-installed with a flight sim of the SSV Normandy. Got any pets? You look like a Varen person. Always nice to see you. Hey again.
Okay. Who is this guy?
Wow. Arya wasn't kidding. The great Commander Shepard on a leash.
I'm here for my own reasons, Vosk.
Oh, sure you are. Anyway, tell her I'm impressed, but to do business, I still need my little problem taken care of.
Which is?
A Turian general named Oraka has it out for the Blue Suns. He's raising a stink over our activity in this sector. I'll commit my gang to Arya as soon as Oraka's dead.
There must be more to Oraka's complaint.
We're just making little raids along trading routes. With Arya's blessing, I might add. Oraka's just some military fossil who came out of retirement to relive the glory days and justify his existence. Losing him won't affect your war in the least, but gaining the Blue Suns, well, you know our work.
You seriously think I'll assassinate a Turian general?
Arya seems to think so. Or else, why would she send you? She knew the price. The two of you work it out. Oh, and, Tell Arya I still expect her blue ass in bed with me.
I don't think she'll take that well.
What is it, Shepard?
You knew about this?
Can you be more specific?
Darner Vosk expects me to kill General Araka.
Who cares what Vosk wants? What he needs is for Araka to stop disrupting his operations. I figured you'd talk to Araka, see if you can get him to lay off. And if he won't listen to reason, call me, and I'll take care of it.
I don't see the distinction.
The distinction is that I'm giving you the chance to save his life.
Right. Why didn't you just tell me this yourself?
Vosk needed to see you, needed to realize who he's dealing with. Plus, if I have to suffer that scumbag staring at my tits one more time, I might have to kill him.
Yeah, he mentioned...
That I'm going to sleep with him? We all have our delusions.
Okay.
We
Well,
just got a report that another ship made it off Palaven. How
let's
many
do
on
this.
board? 30 or 40 survivors. That's all. They said the fighting's getting worse. Well, let's find some room for them. This is going to be home for a while.
Jeez.
Men, get ready for trouble.
Not here for that, Sane. Just want to talk about Jonas Sedaris' release.
Oh, you're the one coordinating that, right? My idea, you know. Arya came to me looking to gain Eclipse support. I'm leveraging it to bust the boss out.
Sane, you should run Eclipse.
Huh?
You can do it. Leave Sedaris locked up and make the deal with Arya yourself.
Arya would be a step up. And you think she'd let me run things?
I don't see why not.
Right. Right. Then that's the plan. Keep Sedaris in jail. I'll call Arya right away.
Good man.
Okay. Let's do Paragon for that. Where's this general? There's another terminal.
I've got a list of new Hanar arrivals, pal. Forwarding it to you.
Damn. These are all face names. The Hanar names from the Alliance raid are soul names. And Hanar soul names are private. There's no public record. Can you get back to their personal communications?
On it. Maybe we'll find names there.
So how's the rest of the gang? Met up with anybody else?
Garrus is helping out on the Normandy.
He never could pass up a good fight. What about Jacob?
Haven't heard from him.
See, Jacob could have gotten me back onto the Normandy.
I'm touched.
Oh no. Where is Jacob? Where is this Turian general? So we got the support of the Eclipse, right? Huh? Do we have to... Hey, where's Oraka at? There's so much, like, happening. Like, there's so many different areas to go. This is so confusing. Like, one thing that would be nice...
Shepard, the Council withdrew the release order for Sedaris. Arya Talok, of all people, got him to do it. Crazy.
You can say that again.
Thanks for your help, Shepard.
Okay. Wow, here's the correspondence, if there's any mention.
Recent arrival. Zemandis. Soul name regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair. He was with the Alliance team that massacred the Batarians. He's been on special research assignment ever since.
So he got his tentacles on some Reaper tech.
Looks that way. I'm sending you the nav point for his office. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Like,
Please select a destination.
this sucks, dude. Like, why doesn't they give me... Ugh.
Areas tagged of interest to you
Why don't they
are
give me
highlighted on
stuff?
the elevator menu.
Like, oh, you can talk to so-and-so here. Feel like that would make
If you
sense.
have one moment, please.
That would make sense.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
But what I need is...
Okay.
Zamandis?
Or should I say, regards the works of the Enkindlers in despair?
It seems this one has been apprehended, but confinement is irrelevant. The work of the Enkindlers cannot be stopped.
Why are you trying to help the Reapers?
We obtained information regarding the Enkindlers from classified sources.
The Enkindlers? You mean the Protheans?
Yes. As you are aware, Commander Shepard, the Protheans eventually became the Collectors, and the Collectors served the Reapers.
You have got to be kidding me.
Therefore, as a faithful servant of the Enkindlers, we too must serve the Reapers.
You big, stupid jellyfish.
You know, I support religious freedom for all species, but that's just crazy.
Your skepticism does not matter. When the Enkindlers uplift us as their chosen sapients, the galaxy will bear witness.
Well, can't we mention, like, hey, we actually have a live Prothean with us who is not a collector, and he definitely doesn't agree with you.
You're insane, and we can't allow you to endanger your planet. We're taking you into custody.
Your belief in your victory is mistaken. Our planetary defense network is largely automated. It can be disabled with a single virus, which I have just uploaded.
Damn it. Wait. A virus would be detected unless sent on low-priority channels, which have a time lag. I may be able to block the upload.
You may be delayed.
Help him! I'll handle this! Got it. Upload's disabled. Looks like we're in the... Wait. He's got some kind of failsafe. Get down!
She was here the entire time.
She was an old friend.
I intended to arrest her.
She helped me take down the Collectors. And she just gave her life to save the Hanar homeworld.
Point taken. It was an honor to work with you, Shepard. When the time comes, I'll be there to return the favor. With a few friends.
You can come out now.
How'd you know?
Oh, God.
Lucky guess.
There's no way you're recruiting me to fight in a galactic war.
The Crucible Project needs technical experts.
I'm not a scientist.
No, but you're the best thief in the galaxy, and you can hack unfamiliar technology better than anyone. They could use your help. And think of it. All that expensive tech just lying around. It's not like they're gonna check your pockets at the end of the project.
You say the nicest things. All right. I'm in. And Shep. Nice working with you again.
Oh, God. I was convinced. I was convinced. Alright, sadly she's not going to be a part of the squad, but she does help out. Okay, so that's another quest down. Good to see. I'm still a little confused. Like, do we have to check in with Bailey? Are we checking in with Araya about the eclipse? Oh, now it's gone. Blue Sun. So where is this general at? Time to look up something else. Mass Effect 3, Araya Blue Suns. Okay. Shepard calls Araya. Araka has abandoned Korra's den for the courtyard area of the Presidian Commons. Abandoned Korra's den. So we've seen this guy before? Presidium Commons is where we gotta go next. Man, they don't make this stuff easy to find people, do they?
Welcome, Commander.
Presidium Commons.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
But where? They said he was in a courtyard.
After all, it's not like I...
Okay, he's here.
Commander Shepard.
General Araka. I think we met in Korra's
Oh!
den. You were pretty miserable, if I recall.
This guy.
Yes, neck deep in drink just before I retired. I'm clean now.
I remember him.
Reinstated.
I hear you're taking on the Blue Suns.
I need to do my part for the Citadel, Commander. The Blue Suns are raiding CSEC weapons shipments. I'm putting a stop to that. Those mercs are seriously jeopardizing the Citadel's ability to defend itself if the war comes here. When the war comes here.
There are other ways to secure weapons, General.
You don't think I've tried? There's a black market dealer on Citadel right now, but he won't sell his top-line arms. The Reapers are destroying everything in their path, and I can't stop them. But I can stop the Blue Suns.
Okay.
Let me see what I can do for you.
I'd appreciate your help, and I'll have a plan of action ready if things fall through.
Meridian Place Market at... What is this? What is the Kipritine Armory? Oh, it's here. Okay. So we gotta find the shops. Should be... Casa Fabrication.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop.
It's the gift shop. Ah, here.
Look, Commander, I don't want any trouble. I'm authorized to sell here, and all my arms are legal, see?
These are lightweight weapons. Where's your top-end inventory?
Shit, you slumming for CSEC too? I already got harassed by the old Turian with the bad attitude. Yeah, I got much better stuff, but it's off the market. Galaxy's going belly up. Credit won't mean anything once the Reapers rip through.
What do you mean?
So what exactly are you saying?
Whatever happens, I figure there'll be survivors, but it'll be chaos. I'm betting things will run on a barter system. So I'm getting a jump. My best stock only trades for hard goods and artifacts with real value.
What will you take?
So, what gets me access to your top shelf?
Heh, Turian just waved credits in my face and then spat on it. Nice to see you have flexibility. If you find any rare pieces when you're out saving the galaxy, bring them back. Then I'm happy to share my top stock with CSEC, no problem. Outside of that, I gotta stick to my guns.
Okay. Rare artifacts. Now this says we have to go... The artifact is in Kite's Nest on the planet Vana in the Volar system.
Credits don't talk with me, Commander. CSEC wants my top of the line. You gotta come...
Okay. So that's that. So these two are off planets. In the Dranik system. Power grids. Everything else... Yeah, everything else should be off planet. So we can finally leave the Citadel.
Right now, the Turians and the Alliance...
So, question is what are we gonna do first? Probably finish up this Arya's quest.
Welcome, Commander Shepard.
Let's go to the docking bay.
1 moment, please.
I believe we've talked to everybody that we wanted to talk to. We found Thane, Kasumi, Miranda, and we talked to Kaidan. That should all be handled. Let's return to the Normandy. Artifact is in Kite's Nest. Unread messages. Omega, it's time. Shepard, I'm ready to discuss that pet project I mentioned when we spoke in Purgatory. Come to Dock 42 on the Citadel. A Batarian named Bray will be waiting. What? Dock 42 on the Citadel? What the heck is happening? What pet project? Dock 42.
Are you Bray?
The great Commander Shepard. And me without my autograph book.
Save it. Just take me to Aria.
Follow me.
So where is she?
Shepard.
Aria. How dramatic.
There are too many eyes and ears in Purgatory.
I assume this is about retaking Omega?
This is about your war, Shepard. Cerberus controlling the Terminus system seriously bolsters their mobility. Since taking Omega, they've spread through the galaxy. Surely the Alliance has noticed.
Cut to the chase. What's your plan?
Kick them out. I've amassed a fleet of merc ships. We're going to punch through enemy lines and invade. Once we're on Omega, it's a ground war. That's why I want you. I only accept the best. The leader of the Cerberus occupation is General Oleg Petrovsky. He's the one who ousted me.
Don't know him.
The elusive man's top military strategist and best kept secret. But all you really need to know is that he's a merciless bastard.
What do you expect to face?
What's your intel on the occupation?
Petrovsky's army is massive and he's got Omega locked tight. The information stops there.
So you're winging it?
Not at all. There are secrets on Omega only I know. Secrets that will provide us a foothold. I can tell you this. Petrovsky's invasion was precise and ruthless. He'll stop at nothing to win.
Sounds familiar.
Shepard, I know my reputation. I know I'm hated. I ruled Omega with an iron fist. But the people were free. Their lives were theirs. I preserved that. This man took all that away, and he is going to pay. When Omega is mine again, I'll give you everything. I've got ships, mercs, Ezo, all yours for the war.
What's the catch?
I have objections to some of the company you keep. So you'll have to leave the Normandy and its crew behind.
My crew are professionals.
Let's just say, I want you all to myself. Bray will provide coordinates to my fleet. Oh, and while we're still in the Citadel, please be discreet.
The fleet is hidden in this system. Signal me when you're on your way. Arya and I will meet you on the command ship. Can't wait to see what all the fuss is about.
Wow. So what, we're gonna be rolling with Arya and Bray? Because we can't take the Normandy in our squad mates. Let's do the Blue Suns first, which we said this was Volar system. Kite's Nest on the planet Vana.
Commander?
I don't know if anybody's gonna have anything new to say. Oh, okay, there's the fleet. I don't want to do that yet. With the diplomats. Kite's Nest. Find artifacts. Okay.
Signal confirmed.
Okay. Investigate. Wreckage. Fuel depot. Recovered 300 units of fuel. Varouche. Varouche is a hydrogen helium gas giant named for an ancient Batarian monarch whose empire spanned continents. He had such a penchant for mating that 0.6% of modern Batarians claim to trace their lineage to him. The planet's moons are named after his many recognized wives. The largest, Bira, concealed Prothean ruins that helped the Batarians develop FTL travel. It is a Batarian point of pride that since the ruins were damaged by earthquakes, they had less information to go on than other spacefaring species. The Reapers have destroyed all obvious military outposts in Varouche's orbit. The Batarians' notorious secrecy, however, may have allowed concealed subterranean facilities on Varouche's moon to survive. I hate how this goes so slow. Like, I'm literally, each movement is a full swipe on my mouse pad. Kind of crazy. Lost and found. Weapon upgrade kit. Intel. Was that it? Karshan. Now we're about to get the Reaper's alertness up. Karshan, the Batarian homeworld, is wrapped less in mystery than in outright lies. Batarian propaganda claims the world has 15 billion inhabitants in an economy that rivals the Asari. Although the legal slave trade does boost the Batarians' profits somewhat, Citadel sanctions have left a paper tiger of an empire, one that fights rivals through deniable terrorist actions rather than the wars of its heyday centuries ago. The Reapers will likely be the death blow to that empire. Almost no information has escaped Karshan since the Reapers destroyed the buoys. But Batarian refugees say that resistance has created a bond among the commoners. If a new government can rise from the ashes, that bond may sustain a new Batarian society. Okie dokie. Pillars of Strength. Ah, that was another quest. Vanar. Here we go. Find artifacts. So we gotta go here, and it also seemed like something was in Indris. That Reaper alertness is high. Vana. A large rock planet, Vana is covered in prodigious amounts of dry ice, leaving only thin traces of gas for its atmosphere. Uranium deposits drew Batarian miners to Vana long ago, and when that was exhausted, they moved on to its magnesium. The Reapers have exterminated the colony here, punching holes in the dome cities and leaving its occupants to asphyxiate? How the hell do we find the artifacts?
I found something. Evasion successful.
Oh, this is crazy.
Reapers eluded.
So now what? What is this?
Signal confirmed.
Colis? Colis is a large rock planet wreathed in a haze of carbon dioxide and xenon. It was discovered by Batarian astronomers during the last century and first visited in the 2150s by the Hegemony survey teams. A small number of colonists lived in aerostat habitats above its oppressive cloud layer, Harvesting carbon dioxide. No habitants can be detected now. It is likely the Reapers eliminated them or the colonists emerged into the scorching atmosphere in an attempt to hide. Holy cow. That sounds awful. Dude, this is crazy. Like, everybody's just dead. Captured. Who knows what really happened, but... see what we can grab. Governor Growth and Hasness? Okay. Caver Station. What is this? Alliance intelligence reports that there was once a sizable military space station trailing Hiba that was tasked with arming and refueling ships to repel pirates, slave revolts, and foreign invasion. The Reapers wasted little time in destroying it during their conquest to Kamala.
Faster than light jump successful.
That is terrifying. Also, we're about to run out of fuel. We might be caught here. Honestly, we might be caught. I don't know if we can make it back. Black market artifacts. That is terrifying. I don't know if we can make it. We're about to be stranded. We're not making it. Oh my god. Where is a fuel depot? Where can we get fuel? What else did we get? Dude, there's no fuel depot here. Well, we can turn in this quest. I would... one second. Because I want to go check out my war table. We've made a lot of progress. How's our war score looking? $1248. Alien. The Terminus fleet is an assortment of mercenary vessels and pirate ships bound together by little more than common geography and a fear of the Reapers. Despite this volatile mix, the fleet seems to be functioning as one under the leadership of criminal warlord Arya T'Loak. The Bloodpack's mercenaries have been compared to floods, wildfires, and other calamities. Its recruits, Krogan and Vorcha, preferably those with no regard for collateral damage. On the rare occasion when brute force is insufficient, the Bloodpack is willing to deploy weapons of mass destruction normally banned in Citadel space. The Eclipse Corporation specializes in smart security solutions, developing tactics around surgical strikes, sabotage, and electronic warfare. These mercenaries are supported by a sizable army of combat mechs and rely heavily on tech for support in combat. Spectres are the left hand of the Citadel, enforcing laws and stopping crimes with galactic repercussions. While Spectres usually work alone, the Reaper threat gave cause for these extraordinary agents to assemble in an elite unit capable of operating in enemy territory without backup. Spectre John Bao, while not their official leader, is the group's spokesperson. While he has passed on important intelligence gathered by the unit to Hackett and the 5th Fleet. The Hanar have sent their warships to engage the Reapers to repay Commander Shepard for saving their homeworld. Though their navy is relatively small, the Hanar have also provided the services of their best Drell combat specialists. They are accomplished spies, saboteurs, and assassins trained at an extremely young age. While the Hanar are normally loath to send trusted allies into open warfare, these are desperate times. A metagel formulated especially for the Hanar has been distributed to Hanar civilians and fleet captains. The governor of the Batarian colony Kamala was outspoken in the early hours of the Reaper assault, blaming the Alliance for the destruction of Batarian comm buoys that were in fact destroyed by the Reapers. Now liberated from his world, the governor has undergone a dramatic conversion. His daily extranet videos rally his formerly conservative, xenophobic subjects to embrace the Citadel species as brothers and sisters in arms. Unlike many Batarian politicians, he also avoids micromanaging military affairs, content with inspirational tasks and the logistical nightmare providing urgently needed relief to Batarian refugees. Alliance 5th Fleet. Yeah. A pair of entrepreneurs were persuaded to switch from creating financial programs to advance weapon targeting VIs and to sell them to the Alliance just above cost. Very nice. Kasumi Goto is wanted in over a dozen systems for sabotage, hacking, theft, and a laundry list of other crimes. The Alliance is willing to overlook Goto's indiscretions in exchange for her help with the Crucible. In addition to her expertise with electronic security systems, Goto can acquire important technology thought lost or stuck deep in enemy territory. No one dares ask how she acquires these items. We're at 1248. This is the minimum. We want as much as possible. We want as much as possible. But let's go finish getting the Blue Suns.
Commander Shepard.
And that way we have all 3 mercenary groups. And then there should be something else that we completed. We need to find more fuel. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Dock, Alliance docks.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Presidian Commons.
I need a cab to the Presidium.
It'll be there momentarily.
That is nice how you can just kind of go somewhere. Alright, let's get these artifacts on up. And then there should be somebody else to talk to. Where did we overhear that? It was in the, I know where we
You're
have
back,
to go.
huh? Any luck out there?
Here, I've got some pieces for you.
Done deal, Commander. Check in with General Oraka. You'll see I'm making C-Sec very happy.
Will do, boss man.
Welcome to Cypertine Armory.
I would like to try some of this new stuff. How are we looking? 115k. War asset updated. That should be because we have the Blue Suns now. Or maybe we just got war assets for because he's selling weapons.
Commander Shepard, I was just contacted by a black market dealer who's donating high-end weapons to CSEC. He wanted you to know. Sounds like you came through.
And the Blue Suns can go about their business.
Now we'll be focusing on Citadel defense. It won't bring Palaven back, but it's something. Thank you, Commander.
Okay. Well, that's done. And then we gotta go back to where all the refugees are.
Welcome,
Which should be the holding area.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24, emergency civilian housing.
Leon is under attack.
The preacher, right here.
I recovered your pillars of strength from the kite's nest. They're yours, waiting in Bay D-24.
Thank you. Right now, my people need any reminder of their faith they can get.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. That should be everything that we have so far, right? What do we do next? We need to find a fuel depot. That's what we need to do.
One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay D-24.
So So let's return to the Normandy. Galaxy map. Is there somewhere where we can go? Okay, meet with the diplomats. Scan for Dr. The Shrike Abyssal. Where can we find a fuel depot? What is this? That's the Grissom Academy. I'm pretty sure there's a system with a fuel depot. I'm pretty sure. Oh, we have full. Okay, well, I don't want to do that yet. Or do we? Let me check my journal. I just don't want to do any of, like, the main quest. I think that's the only one. Leviathan. Okay, yeah, let's do this quest, then. Might as well, since we're here. We gotta be careful. So is it when we go back to the Citadel, we automatically get refueled?
I found something.
Is this it? No. 150 units of fuel. We'll take that, though.
We have located Garneau.
Okay. Mojave is a metallic asteroid in the Navy-sparse Nahata Belt. It has a high nickel and iron content in the form of camosite. The rights to mine Mojave belong to the TGES Mineral Works, who sell their products primarily to the colonists of Arvuna. A close flyby reveals light emanating from its facilities. Population 152. Estimates are pre-invasion. We haven't taken Garrus, because we haven't leveled you up yet. Shields, weapon damage. I feel like we should go weapon damage with you. Incinerate. What do you have? Concussive, overload, armor piercing, proximity mine, Turian rebel. Overload, incinerate, defensive matrix, decoy, unshackled AI, warp ammo, singularity, warp, stasis. I'm not a huge fan of Javik. Why do I feel like our party list is already full? Like, who else can we get? Incendiary army ammo, fortification, frags. I might take Garrus and James here. We don't have anybody. I don't know who's here. Maybe we don't take James. Maybe we take Liara, because she has a singularity. Overload, incinerate. You have pull and slam. Power recharge speed. Let's take Garrus and Liara. The OGs. The OGs. Okay. We got a new shotgun. Increase headshot damage. Yeah, let's do it. Confirm. Reduces weapon weight, I like. Accuracy, capacity, weapon stability. Let's do rounds per magazine. Sniper. Aim accuracy. Yeah, let's do accuracy for the sniper. Increase headshot damage. Sure, we'll do something like that. That's fine. Garrus. We want the Viper. Increases damage. Probably accuracy. And then the assault rifle, we have the Avenger, Matic. I'm gonna go Matic because it has the best damage. Accuracy, rounds per mag, weapon stability. Do something like that. Alright. Turian Rebel boosts weapon damage, health, and powers. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Weapon damage bonus or health and shield bonus? Power damage or assault rifle damage? Proximity mine. Fire the sticky mine into traffic. It will detonate when an enemy steps within range. Recharge speed. Damage. Damage or impact radius. Armor piercing. More weapon damage, more damage to armor. Ammo's cover penetration by 40. Health and armor damage. Squad mates gain your ammo power at 50% effectiveness. Or increases health and... Yeah, let's do another. Ammo capacity or headshot damage. Let's do headshot damage. Overload. 1, 2, 3. Increase damage. Concussive shot. Recharge speed. Force and damage. Force and damage. Yep. Okay, that's all your points. Liara. Weapon damage or power, force, and duration. I like using your powers. Increase force, damage, and impact radius of combo detonations. Or just the damage of warp. I don't know. Increases health and armor damage, increases barrier damage. Yep. Alright, let's do it.
We're about 5 minutes out, Commander.
What exactly is on this asteroid?
Mining facility. TGS Mineral Works. Small operation. Could be a good place for Leviathan to hide.
We've all read Edie's notes on Bryson's lab. Any questions?
Is there a clearer idea of what this Leviathan was?
Not really. We only know it killed a Reaper.
And we're looking for Dr. Bryson's research partner, Kaige-O.
Right. If we find Kaige-O, we find Leviathan.
We hope.
doctor was right. Anything powerful enough to kill a Reaper needs to be investigated. I just hope Garneau has the answers we need.
I'm reading Reaper enemy signatures in the asteroid field.
Bryson said they were shadowing his field teams. If they're after Leviathan 2, Reapers are a good sign.
That's not something you hear every day.
Take us in.
Alright, let's start with our machine pistol.
Don't go anywhere, Cortez. We'll grab this guy and be right out. Keep me updated on the Reaper situation.
Yes, Commander.
Can we see them? That would be kind of crazy. Alright, assault rifle, sub pistol. Let's pop your ammos on. Squad's looking good.
Scouting party.
And it sounds like they brought friends.
Why? Why would you shoot? Let's go warp here. It might be too late. Let's go overload and overload. Go singularity. Go incinerate. Proximity mine? I don't really know how that works. Warp and incinerate. We need our heavy pistol here. Figured that would miss. Okay, you're charging me. No, you're not. Kill a brute while it's charging. Nice. There's another brute up there. Overload. Warp. Done. Proximity mine, warp, incinerate. Damn it. Warp. Nice.
Let's get Garneau before the serious troops arrive.
The people in this facility will be scared.
You said the serious troops? Those guys aren't serious? Look pretty serious to me. Med kit. The fact that it gives experience is nice. Kind of miss the mini games.
Welcome to TGS Mineral Works. All guests need to sign in at reception.
Indoctrinated?
Taking it pretty well, don't you think?
I think they're indoctrinated.
I'm Commander Shepard of the Alliance. You just had Reaper troops attacking your front door.
Are they still there?
I've taken care of them for now.
I see. That will be all.
That will be... Hello?
Yes, welcome to TGS Mineral Works. How can we help you?
Yes, for the tour. Please sign in.
You don't seem worried about those Reapers. You know something I don't?
TGS Mineral Works is a small to mid-level supplier of tungsten to the galaxy.
That's not what I meant.
Are you familiar with the applications of tungsten?
I'm looking for a researcher named Dr. Garneau. He would have arrived within the last couple weeks. If he's still here, I need to speak to him.
We have no Dr. Garneau.
Do you need to see a doctor?
How about I just go in and look around?
No. The access elevator is broken.
And now, we're done. Step away.
Step away. You don't belong here.
Bad vibe to these guys. I don't think we want to push it.
Let's look around. Careful.
This is unnerving.
We need to fix that elevator.
Okay. Well, this is crazy, but before we go any further, we are going to go ahead and end things here. So if you're not interested in the Daily Codex, I hope to see you next time. If you are, let's go ahead and hop on into it. Non-console races. The Yag. The Yag are a race of massive apex predators from the world of Parnak, whose rise to sentience has no way blunted their violent nature. A group of Yag is unable to cooperate until a single leader has been determined through either social maneuvering or brute force, but no grudges are held once a Yag establishes dominance. Former rivals serve their new superior's purpose with unflinching loyalty and relentless determination, a legacy of their origin as a pack species. Their 8 eyes are another sign of their hunter ancestry. All 4 pairs are geared toward tracking down and predicting the movements of prey. Sophisticated and keenly developed sensitivity to movement and light have made Yag masters at reading body language regardless of species. Much to their short-lived chagrin, the Council's first contact team discovered it was nearly impossible to lie to the Yag. The Yag had technology equivalent to 20th century Earth standards when they were discovered by the Council in 2125. The Council's ambassadors approached the Yag as friends and allies instead of subordinates, a baffling sign of contempt from newcomers on Parnak. The Yag attacked when it became apparent that the alien diplomats stubbornly considered themselves sovereign people instead of new underlings. Parnak remains off limits by order of the Council, which fears that the Yag's size, aggression, and obsession with control make them poorly suited for integration into the galactic community. Citadel Council. The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165. Citadel space is an unofficial term referring to any region of space controlled by a species that acknowledges the authority of the Citadel Council. At first glance, it appears this territory encompasses most of the galaxy. In reality, however, less than 1% of the stars have been explored. Even Mass Effect FTL drive is slow relative to the volume of the galaxy. Empty space and systems without suitable drive discharge sites are barriers to exploration. Only the mass relays allow ships to jump hundreds of light years in an instant, the key to expanding across an otherwise impassable galaxy. Whenever a new relay is activated, the destination system is rapidly developed. From that hub, FTL drive is used to expand to nearby star clusters. The result is a number of densely developed clusters, thinly spread across the vast expanse of space, connected by the mass relay network. Alliance News Network. Founded during the early decades of human space exploration, the Alliance News Network was originally a low-profile news organization, known mostly for a series of exposés on the First Contact War. With a focus on galaxy-wide reporting, the ANN opened bureaus on planets across known space, winning a few awards for excellence and earning a multi-species audience. The Alliance News Network has never been funded by the Systems Alliance, despite what its name might imply. This led to regular confusion among those not in the know, although the network's recent high-profile sale to a media conglomerate made the ownership structure clearer. The new management has opted for a more sensational approach. This is particularly obvious from changes to its roster of reporters, with a few of the network's luminaries retiring or joining other news organizations. The network's increasingly lurid programming has gained wide attention as well as sorely needed ratings, all the proof that management needed to validate its course. Nonetheless, ANN insists that integrity and credibility are inviolable standards in the newsroom. Battlespace is among ANN's highest rated programs, known for a particularly titillating breed of reporting. Among the show's most noteworthy segments are Diana Aller's dispatches from the front lines. The network calls her reports gritty and realistic, but she has been criticized for her unabashed focus on the violence of the war. Even critics of Aller's agree, however, that despite her often graphic visuals, the facts she reports are just that, facts. Humanity's first contact war with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shang-Chi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shang-Chi was occupied, the first and today only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet under Admiral Kastani Drescher launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shang-Chi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution. The timeline. Armstrong Outpost at Shackleton Crater becomes the first human settlement on Luna. It is formally founded on July 24th, the 100th anniversary of the first lunar landing. Lowell City in East Chasma becomes the first human settlement on Mars. Eldfell Ashland Energy Corporation demonstrates helium-3 fuel extraction from the atmosphere of Saturn. Construction of Gagarin Station, Jump Zero, begins beyond the orbit of Pluto. Prospectors discover the Prothean ruins at Promethe Planum on Mars. Translation of Prothean data leads humans to the Charon mass relay. Systems Alliance founded to coordinate exploration and colonization of extrasolar worlds. A shipping accident at Singapore International Spaceport exposes downwind communities to containers of a dust form element zero. Alliance begins construction of Arcturus Station. Roughly 30% of the children born in Singapore after Element Zero exposure suffer from cancerous growth. Systems Alliance begins settlement of Earth's first extrasolar colony world, the planet Demeter. Commander Shepard born. Systems Alliance occupies completed portions of Arcturus Station as a headquarters. Some children of Singapore exhibit minor telekinetic abilities. Turians encounter human explorers, First Contact War, occupation and liberation of the human colony of Shang-Chi. Humans learn potential of biotics, and international effort to track Element Zero exposure begins. Roughly 10% of exposed children show some level of biotic ability. Systems Alliance Parliament formed. Humans establish embassy on Citadel. Batarian slavers attack the Alliance colony of Mindor. During the Skillian Blitz, pirates and slavers attacked Elysium, the human capital, and the Skillian Verge. Thresher Maws devour the Alliance colony of Akuz. In retaliation for the Skillian Blitz, an Alliance fleet wipes out an army of slavers on the moon of Torfon. Geth, led by rogue Spectre Saren Arterius, attack the Citadel, ensuing in a battle that cost thousands of lives. A few weeks later, the SSV Normandy is ambushed and destroyed. Commander Shepard is presumed dead. An Alliance race known as the Collectors abducts thousands of human colonists in the Terminus system. Commander Shepard leads a team beyond the Omega-4 relay to attack the Collectors where they live, stopping the abductions. 2186, current date. Interplanetary Combatives Training, ICT, is the Systems Alliance premier school for leadership and combat expertise. The Interplanetary Combatives Academy, sometimes called N School or the Villa, recruits officers from every branch of Earth's militaries to partake in grueling courses at Villa Militar in Rio de Janeiro. Initially, candidates train for more than 20 hours per day, leading small combat teams through hostile terrain with little sleep or food. Trainees who do well are awarded an internal designation of N1 and are invited to return. Subsequent courses, N2 through N6, are often held off-planet and include instruction in zero-G combat, military freefall, parachuting, jetpack flight, combat diving, combat instruction, linguistics, and a frontline trauma care for human and alien biology. The highest grade of training, N6, provides actual combat experience in conflict zones throughout the galaxy. If the trainee survives these scenarios in an admirable and effective fashion, he or she finally receives the coveted N7 designation. N7 is the only ICT designation that may be worn on field or dress uniforms. There's little shame in failing an N course. The training is so extreme that even qualifying for N1 elevates an officer to a position of respect. The universal prestige of merely attending the academy helps to restrain trainees from taking excessive risks in pursuit of higher honors. Although ICT qualification by itself does not guarantee higher rank, those officers who are able to complete the program are typically well suited to senior leadership positions. Whew, that's a lot of reading and we got a lot more to go. But we are going to go ahead and end things here. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.